I'm going to have a look at this video of Matteo Mancuso, is that how you say it? Who, let's face it, is pretty handy on the guitar. Now this video is called Eugene's Trick Bag, and I think I know what this is. I'm going to stop. I know what it is. I'm sure everyone does, actually. I'd forgotten it was called Eugene's Trick Bag. It's from the film Crossroads. Now, for those of you who don't know, anyone my age will know about this because this was a really important thing. If you played the guitar in 1986, which was when the film Crossroads came out, which is what this is from, Eugene's Trick Bag. Eugene is the main character, played by Ralph Macchio, who is a classical guitar student who becomes obsessed with blues, and he meets this guy called Willie Brown, I believe. Yes, Willie Brown, who I think is mentioned in the song Crossroads by Robert Johnson. The whole film is about trying to find the crossroads where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil, blah, blah. I can't remember the exact plot, but the end of it, he's trying to, he meets effectively the devil, and he has to have a guitar duel with Steve Vai. Now, on the soundtrack, Ry Cooder does most of the blues guitar bit, and there's but at the end it's Steve Vai doing this fast. It's a kind of bark piece, I think, which is what this is. And everyone tried to learn this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember that back in the 80s, before you could just get stuff on the internet, you could buy Guitar Player magazine, I think it was, and it came with a floppy 7-inch vinyl thing. It wasn't made of vinyl, it was just thin plastic that you could then put on your record player, and it would play that. And I'm sure one of the floppy record things that you could get had this piece on it and the tablature, so you could learn it. So I think lots of people learned it. I certainly tried to learn it. Not sure how successful. Let's listen to this. His right hand technique is just ridiculous. I guess the funny thing is that the character in the film was a classical guitarist who tries to learn blues, and then he does this piece at the end because he realises that, you know, he goes back to his classical training, because obviously it's not bluesy to beat the devil. I only learned that middle bit. Actually, do you know what? I wonder if I can still play it. Bear with me. Let me get my guitar out. Got my guitar out. Can't really see it down so you can see it. Hang on. Let me see if I can still remember it. This is going back 35 years trying to remember this. No, I've just... It's not 35 years. I did this during lockdown. I tried to learn it, relearn it. Hang on, let me find the videos. Right, here it is. I found the video. These are on YouTube, actually. I remember doing them now. I was trying to relearn a lot of the stuff that I knew when I was younger. Trying to relearn it during lockdown. I really got back into the guitar. So here we are. This is part 2. I think part 1 I discovered I couldn't play it anymore. So I went away to... well, I didn't go down to the Crossroads or sell myself to the devil. I just practiced it. Here we go. Let's have a look. So in my last video, I was a bit disappointed with myself. Look at my hair. I mean... Seems such a distant memory, doesn't it, in lockdown, when you couldn't get your hair cut, sitting at home. In England, you're only allowed to go out once a day. Very strange. Anyway, let's carry on. To play the guitar solo from the guitar duel at the end of the film Crossroads. I used to be able to play it when I was younger, but I can't remember how to do it anymore. So I've been practicing now for 2 days. Amazing. You know, visual storytelling here, you know, flashback, different outfits, amazing stuff. Sorry. Well, that's pretty amazing acting. I think you'll agree. Right, let's carry on. What else we got here? So I've raided my daughter's hairband box again. Unfortunately, this was the only one I could find. But I think I've got the guitar part, so here goes. This could be interesting. Fingers crossed. Whew. Oh, got that better than I remembered I got it. What else am I going to do now? Well, I guess as I've got it like that, let's try it some other way. Surely not. Here we go. Is that me? Amazing. How could I better that? How about this? Let's try this. So there we go. Practice makes perfect. Well, I think you'll agree that was a bit more impressive than Matteo's rendition. Now, before anyone comments, I know I was mucking about. There was some camera trickery, I admit. I do have to say, though, that was me playing it normally, not necessarily behind my head. But anyway, there we go. But going back to Matteo Mancuso, I mean, his technique is absolutely stunning. I have to say, it's a very peculiar technique. I mean, you do get other internet players that can play as fast and stuff, but I think it's his sort of facility. It is. I'm going to go and look at some of his other videos for some of my other stuff, but what I am going to do, I'm going to leave you with me playing with my band doing Crossroads, which was the original song that the film title was based on, the Robert Johnson song. Well, of course, the famous version of that was by Cream. They did it live. The famous recordings live at the Albert Hall, I think. I don't know where it's recorded live, but that live recording is a sort of definitive guitar track. So I just did a version of that. I'm only going to show you the solo. I was quite pleased with it on my 335. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm bringing out new videos at 7 PM UK time every Friday. So I hope to see you next week.